you what I need. Right, yeah. I really need China, 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 China. I really need China, 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 China.
You told your friend that her plate of food was low vibration and suitable for a hood rat, while your plate was fit for royalty. Break that down for us real quick.
So hold on. Let me just say something. There's a history with this young lady that y'all saw in the video. Her name is Tammy Price.
Okay.
I had her mentor and her coach, her friend. She literally calls me her angel, and addresses me that way for the last 7 years. So just to give a little backstory, like I would never have, spoken to a random person like that. Me and her have a history, and I feel responsible for her success, her next level. And so when I sat down at my women's retreats with women that came to grow, to know themselves, to love themselves, to become better, and she was the top income earner that I've coached to millionaire status, multi-millionaire status, and she sits down with enough food for 3 people, I had a problem with that. I felt not only did she dishonor herself, but I felt like she dishonored and dished me with the plate of food. And it would be wrong for me to have sat next to her and let her treat herself less than the queen that she is.
Wow.
She had too much food. She had actually 2 hot dogs. But I got to understand, she had ate some of the food by the time I got disgusted, okay? So it was like 2 hamburgers, 2 hot dogs, 2 chickens, potato salad, baked beans, and corn on one queen's plate. And it was slop on it. The hamburger was upside down. The beans was mixed with the potatoes and the corn. It was very tacky. It was already plastic silverware. It was not split for a queen. Granted, it was my event, but I did not know what the caterers was bringing. And it was just low vibration. It was thrown together. It was very tacky and distasteful.
Listen, I'm sitting here laughing because from my perspective, you actually making it worse. Like as far as
I ain't trying to make it better.
like, no, it is because look, you sat up there, in my opinion, as a friend and embarrassed the hell out of this lady. It's like my plate is fit for a queen and your plate is fit for a hood rat. First of all, Tammy used to be big. Tammy's still semi-big. She was hungry. Your plate was given starvation realness. And then it was like to compare it to royalty, Stormy, no tea, no shade, no cap. Hood rat, but what you give on the daily is more consistent with hood rat than her plate. You had green fingernails. You was licking barbecue sauce and God knows whatever else from up under your nails, all while digging around in this lady plate with your hands all close to her food. Y'all was eating off a white Dixie plate at an event that people paid thousands of dollars to attend that you was responsible for. And then on top of that, shrimp are roaches of the sea, and there is literally no nutritional value in corn. So how was your plate vibration any higher than hers? Why your legs was cocked open on the chair?
So let's go back. Let's go back. First of all the time, I'm a 1,000% real person. Sometimes I'm a hood rat. All the time, I'm a queen. I'm very, very that. And I don't pretend not to be. I'm very a mixture of 2. I'm a hybrid bitch, by the way. I act queenish all the time, but you're going to always get a little hood rat within me. That's number 1. Number 2, I hired an outside caterer. I paid them according to what their proposed budget was, right? For me to get there and to see that stuff, I was already in the event. I had no idea what they were bringing as their utensils. This is a very high, top level chef, number 1. Number 2, yeah, I'm going to carry myself how I carry myself all the time, like a queen, and I had my versions of being the hood rat as well. Now, shrimps, I love shrimp. I was a pescatarian for many years. I just started back eating chicken, right? I love great food. I love chicken. I love corn. I love barbecue. I love to lick it off my fingers. I'm always going to do that stuff. But when I gave the example, it was just to show the difference. Again, you do not have to pile enough food for 2-3 people on your plate at one time. Let's get it clear. I'm not a vegan. I'm not a vegetarian. I'm not a plant-based eater, okay? It was the amount of food and the way in which it was placed on her food. It had nothing to do with the actual food itself. Now, granted, I'm in a different space after that. But at the time, I don't care what you, Claudia, nobody says, right? Al, respectfully, that food was not placed on the plate properly. It looked tacky and hood radish. The difference was the way my food was placed. I wasn't starving. That was enough food for one setting. I don't believe in eating enough food for the day. I'm gonna eat portion. I do what you call portion control.
Q, you have another question?
Every 3 hours.
I'm gonna tell you something. Tammy a better woman than I am. I'd have knocked that damn plate out your hand, and when that food hit the ground, you would have saw just how low that shit could have vibrated. But it was just, it just came off condescending. It just came off condescending.
They put this on my plate. I will not let no. I don't do what they do. I do what I do. I'm the visionary. I believe it.
But she's
I would never eat a plate that looks like this. You couldn't even pay me $1 million to do that to myself. Oh my God.